Welcome to that 80s show where even we're surprised by people's oldness. You know, often we'll be like on that 80s show, we hear from people go, shit, that person is now very old.
Or are they still alive?
Still alive.
Checking that they're still alive.
Even this morning, Dori's busy checking. I need to check if this person's alive, if this person's alive. So, fuck, they're old. Shit, that person is old.
But they're still alive, which is amazing.
I think that's always a thing that you know, kind of like, 50 years ago was the 30s, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, no. No. And then when you look at the age of people, you go, my God, he's fucking 80. Like, an 80s icon is 80. Mm-hmm. Something nice and round about that. I do enjoy it. Welcome back to That 80s Show, your little piece of the internet, filled with 80s nostalgia. It's so juicy and lovely.
And moist.
This always ends up there. So over the next hour or so, we're going to give you the latest Freddie Mercury.
Oh, I don't know anything.
The book is out. The book is out. I'll reveal all. You ever wondered where Cocoon has gone?
No.
Great start.
I'm just being honest.
If that's 2 for 2 fucking strike rate. Let's see if I get 3 for 3. Do you want to hear about a movie with Debbie Harry?
Always.
Okay, good. 1 out of 3. If I can't even interest my co-host in my content, what hope do I have to interest any of you people, you lovely, beautiful people? You're looking very good today, actually. I got a feeling.
It's summer.
Collagen is working.
It's summer in the southern hemisphere.
Indeed, Dori. So the book is out. We spoke a little while ago about the story of Freddie Mercury's mystery daughter.
Yes.
Known as B so far, coming out and saying, well, I'm his mystery daughter, and he supported me his whole life. He left me money, and I'm coming now to reveal, that I am. She was 15 when he passed away, so making her just around 50 or so now.
Yeah, because I was in high school when that happened, so we're almost the same age, me and her. Yeah.
She's not giving her name because she's a doctor, apparently.
But why is it such a big secret? I don't understand what the scandal is.
It's not so much the secret, it's that it's being denied by all and sundry. So she comes out and reveals, there's a book coming out about it, it's written by, they give the name of the author who is writing this book, but everyone from Queen denies, says not any of his bandmates knew, said no, not a true story. Freddie Mercury's what was she? Mary Austin. She was were they married?
No, like his partner in some ways.
In some ways. They had a romantic
closest
relationship with their friends. Yeah. Anyway, and a lot of his fortune was left to her.
Yeah.
And she says, I never knew about this. We were as close as anything. I never knew. So everybody close to Freddie Mercury says this is not true.
So can we not just get a DNA test and sort this out?
Is what the story is about. So the book came out 5th of September, the book revealing all. But B, the secret daughter, has made an emotional statement about her father. This is the latest. Following the death of the Queen frontman these are her words. I didn't want to share my dad with the whole world. After his death, I had to learn to live with the attacks against him, the misrepresentations of him, and with the feeling that my dad now belonged to everyone. I cried and mourned my dad, while fans all around the world mourned Freddie. When you're 15 years old, it's not easy. I had to become an adult without him and live all the structuring moments and events without his support. For 30 years, I had to build my life and family without him, except that he wouldn't be there to share the happy moments with us. For 30 years, while the rest of the world was reinterpreting Mercury's life, his music and all that had been, I needed to have my dad just for me and my family. How could I have spoken before? Right? So what prompted this is Mary Ellis saying, she had put out a statement saying that I don't believe this is not true, don't believe any of this. B had also told the Daily Mail, I'm devastated by Mary Austin's alleged response. For 34 years, the truth of Freddie's life has been distorted, twisted, and rewritten, but she had nothing with the exception of her comment about the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. She has not yet read the book, yet she apparently makes the statement, and I don't understand why. This is from B. So saying, Mary Austin doesn't have the facts that she has. So the book discusses her birth, came out the year after the release of the song Bohemian Rhapsody in 1976. And she claims her rock star father allegedly fathered a child with another woman after striking up a brief fling with a pal's wife.
Okay.
The author of the book has also said, to those demanding to see proof of a DNA test, otherwise I won't believe it, please rest assured that verification was obtained, legal teams have been involved, but that such measures are private and not shared publicly. Thank you. Again, and for those insisting Freddie Mercury's diaries were faked, because they've got Freddie Mercury's diaries, which he gave to B.
Right.
They were faked with AI, that his daughter doesn't exist and that I've made the whole thing up. Wait and see. His true story told in his words is incredible. I love him all the more for it. You will too. That's interesting.
I mean, she clearly has the money.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose it could come from anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should keep an open mind. I mean, it's weird that he would have kept it such a secret from
everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's the wild thing. But
maybe he was protecting her.
She said, because apparently she was given a journal every year.
Okay.
He had prepared books for her upon his death every year for her.
What about the other supposed kid?
Where's that child coming from?
Yeah. Did they get journals every year?
Exactly. So, and in it, he prepared her for it, and they've got those journals. They've got it. It's written by him. So,
I mean, that can be verified. Surely they've got handwriting samples.
I mean, I kind of go what's the big deal?
No. It feels like there's not a big deal now. But it's like, if you don't care whether people believe you or not, then fine.
Yeah.
But if it's bothering you that people keep saying you're lying, prove it.
Yeah.
You can. Just do it. Show the DNA results.
The book has been, like I say, it has been released, but all will be revealed. It'll be serialized somewhere, syndicated. We'll find her truth, her version of the truth. Listen, I'm not living in a world where I believe Brian May.
But he's a scientist.
Even more reason to not believe him. Who believes in science? Okay, let's see if I can interest you in the story about why you cannot find the movie Cocoon anywhere. Right.
Okay.
We've spoken about a lot of movies on that 80s show. We've reviewed Cocoon ages and ages and ages ago, and we're still doing movies that people, the staples.
The well-known, not porn adjacent ones.
Yeah, not the silly little oddities, not the, I think our movie review section should be called Revived by VHS Stores.
Yes.
But
in the beginning, we did all the big ones.
All the big box office movies. And of course, if a movie...
What was the first one we did? Do you remember?
It is on our list somewhere.
Really?
That's interesting.
I'm going with Back to the Future.
I'll go and look for it. Should I look for it right now?
Yes, look for it right now, just in case.
We don't have lots of time for shits and gigs.
No, but the thing is, you only made that list afterwards. So the first one on the list might not be the first ones we did.
So, cause you ask, the first two, according to the records...
Yes.
I did, and this sounds very plausible, this could have been the first two. You did Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I did Police Academy. That does, and we've got the recording, so I could go all the way back. We could actually go
all the way into the archives.
I could go all the way back and find it. So it sounds like those two could be the first two.
Maybe.
Cocoon popped up in the first 2 months.
Yeah. No, long ago we spoke about it. I think it was your movie.
Anyway.
Let's get back to it.
And of course, it's a movie that, do you remember, at one stage, Steve Guttenberg was Thirst Trap Steve Guttenberg. He spent a lot of this movie topless in a swimming pool.
Right.
We didn't hate that in the 80s. So Cocoon was about a retirement village in Florida. Aliens put their cocoons in a swimming pool, their pods in a swimming pool, and anybody that, literally the water of life.
It's so weird when you actually think about the plot.
It's fantastic plot. It's fantastic plot.
Yeah.
Why would
now that I'm older, I can relate a bit more to it. I'd love that kind of thing to happen.
That is exactly the thing, right?
I have a pool though.
And you're going, so now everyone's going, shit, Cocoon. I should remember Cocoon. Remember people started glowing, they turned into aliens? They turned into aliens? I can't remember.
Started getting all jiggy.
Everyone started doing sexy stuff.
Getting all jiggy.
They turned into aliens, and you go, shit, I'd love it. You can't find it if you had to go look on streaming sources. Now, what I have to do here is I have to say, I'm not saying Cocoon doesn't exist anywhere on the internet. I'm saying we're all grown-ups who understand how the internet works.
Yes.
I even have a link which I can share with people of where to go watch it. But let's pretend for a minute we don't know how that part of the internet works.
We can only access things on streaming services.
So Cocoon is not on any streaming service. You'd think that a movie that generated $80 million at the time and won 2 Oscars. So adjusted for inflation, that'd be a movie doing $240 million now. Which, I mean, okay, in the world of Marvel movies doing $1 billion, 240 is still pretty good though, right?
But it was verging on arty. I mean, it probably showed at Roseback.
Listen, Robert Zemeckis, Ron Howard.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Guttenberg. I mean, this is like a big 80s movie. Summer movie, huge.
It was very big, I remember.
So you'd think, right, let's keep putting this thing on streaming and we'll just keep like rehashing it and people will come back and it'll be nostalgia crack. But to try to track it down and the reason why it's not anywhere became a bit of a mystery to intrigue people, right?
Was it the aliens?
So this is what's suspicion. So in late 22, I'm reading all this information off a Substack from Alex Rowlandsberg. And in 2022, a film journalist started the investigation. He reached out to the producer, screenwriter, and publicist for Ron Howard. No one replied to him. And he was connected. He wasn't just some guy. No one replied to him. He even emailed Steve Guttenberg, right? Mm-hmm. Steve Guttenberg, of course, doesn't reply. His rep reply says, Steve Guttenberg no longer talks about Cocoon.
Ooh.
But he just wrote a screenplay about Hurricane Katrina. Do you want to read that?
Nope.
It's like, no, I'm just looking for Cocoon, okay? And he just kept getting ignored by people, gaslit by people.
But now that's going to make you more intrigued. You know,
Ron Howard has even refused to speculate or comment on Cocoon. Never talks about it. Did they get too close?
Need that weird music. Do, 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 do.
Give me some work to do in the edit. Okay.
That's fine. I've done it for you.
Mystery music now. Dori, do you want to know the reason why you cannot watch Cocoon?
I don't know. Are you going to have to kill me after you tell me?
I mean, just understand, everybody involved in this movie refuses to talk about why you cannot find Cocoon on any. Think about how many streaming services there are. Think of them. How many? YouTube. Think of YouTube.
Yeah.
Or so many. Think of Plex. Dori, the reason you cannot find Cocoon on any streaming service is for the very boring reason of media fucking consolidation. It's so lame and boring.
You suck.
So basically it says, this is quite a crazy fact. So over the years, up till the mid-2000s, 90% of US media was controlled by 50 companies, right? So by the time Cocoon was released, okay, media rights were owned, there were 50 companies owned by it. By 2011, there's only 6 companies that own media distribution, right?
Okay.
Oh, it all gets into a very boring... I'll go through it. Maybe people find this interesting because we are a pop culture entertainment media show, right? So dropping popular titles from circulation is common in the age of streaming. Technically, the rights to Cocoon belongs to Disney, right? So theoretically should go on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Because they own Fox and a fucking whole bunch of story. And it's often that shows get removed because of residual payments to cast and crew and writers.
Ooh.
So there is a thing of going, shit, this movie, I mean, if we put this on here, we
People
just
are going
have
to claim money.
People are going to claim money. We got to pay it. There are, like in America, these things happen. I got to pay. So fuck it, just take the shit off. Okay. So
who do they owe money to?
So what it goes on to say is like Cocoon won't be the first thing to start disappearing. A lot of our stuff is just going to start disappearing for these reasons, which is actually leads into what they're talking about, the digital purge of saying like, we go, okay, well, do we need to keep physical media anymore? And we kind of don't because it's like clunky. I need an extra player and whatever. Throw out my cassette player, throw out my vinyls, throw out my DVD player because it's all on streaming. And they go, no, fuck it. We're just not putting the shit on streaming anymore because we're not going to release the physical media because nobody buys it.
Yeah.
Okay. Only people who listen to the show would buy Cocoon. Nobody's going to stream it. If they stream it, we host it there. We got to pay people. So we're going to start losing our media. And more so, Netflix had this window because they were one of the first streamers who had the rights on all. I'll post this article up. It's more detail.
Yeah.
But basically, it's going to happen a lot more because Netflix, their window is closing.
Mm-hmm.
So they now need to make a decision. Do we keep a lot of shit on here?
Yeah.
Do we keep streaming it? It's going to cost them something like 18 billion. Well, it's got to come out of their content budget of 18 billion to keep the stuff alive on Netflix. Or they just go, fuck it, take it off. No one watches it.
Yeah, but Netflix doesn't even keep new things. Like they start a show and then cancel it after the first season because they're like, no.
I don't give a shit about new things. I'm talking about old things.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You see, so our Netflix doesn't keep South Africa. We don't keep a lot of old stuff. And Netflix in other countries and the VPN Netflix is like a lot of older stuff there.
Okay.
And they're just reaching a point now where they're going to go fucking just get rid of it. And then the stuff will disappear because everyone's going to go, well, if I do pick that up, I got to pay for it.
So then you know what's going to happen. There's going to be a resurgence of VCRs and videotapes because where else are you going to watch the things?
Last week, I presented a business opportunity to you involving buying the Smiths.
Yes.
Even just a song at a time.
Yeah.
Flawed. New business opportunity.
Yeah.
Do we revive the VCR and sell it on one day only?
Well,
you know,
I think we're going to get there.
Our good friend, Noel Opperman.
Yes.
He's posting all the time. He's always looking for physical media, old comic books,
yes,
old VHS. If you have any old DVDs, video cassettes, he wants them.
Yeah.
He'll come get them from you. He'll buy them from you. But like I said to him, the next thing is you need to sell something to play it on.
Yeah.
So, Dori, are we getting into VCR? And I don't think we should do sleek VCRs. I think they should be as big and fucking cumbersome, top-loading. The top-loading VCR, remember those?
Yeah.
Not the one that you insert. The top, click down.
The one with the remote control that you had to plug in with a cable.
That's the one. You needed two people to push down the bonnet of the VCR just to like play. Remember those?
Yes.
And then you heard it, like it's the spool. Oh, fuck, there goes my tape. Okay, so new business opportunity. We need a supply in China, right?
Of course.
We need to understand VCR technology first. I don't know how any of it works.
And then you're going to need to get, because what are you going to watch it on? The VCR has to connect to an old TV.
Box TVs.
Right.
Okay, we're on this. Old technology is new technology, Dori. Have we just come full circle in the space of 45 years?
We have indeed.
Thanks to Cocoon.
Yeah.
Right.
The aliens told us.
Nothing. You did not expect that today. Lovely photo here of one of the sexy ladies. Because the Cocoons, when the aliens came out in Cocoon, didn't they come out as young and hot? Or did the old lady, the old people turned into...
No, I think it was the aliens that were like... I don't remember.
I don't know. You know what I'll do?
Watch it again.
I'll click on that illegal stream that I have of it.
Yes.
You don't even have to download stuff. It's not Pirate Bay or anything. It's quite easy to watch.
Yeah.
Daily Motion, I'll name it. It's on there. You can watch it. We'll go figure out. Let's see why there are nude aliens. Speaking of movies, like I say, we've done a lot of good movies. We've done a lot of movies time to do movies. Dori normally does a movie or something that you may not know. Or so, I'm talking myself in circles. Dori, what are we watching this week thanks to you?
We're not necessarily watching my movie, but we can watch something related to my movie. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of Netflix, and they really should be paying us at this point. There's a new series.
As you saw, Netflix don't pay anybody, Dori. Here's the problem.
Damn, we'll just get in line. There's a new series on Netflix called The Four Seasons. I don't know if you're aware of it or familiar with it.
It's the one where very privileged people complain about being privileged. Is that the one? They're a bunch of friends, and
they're a bunch of friends,
and they're very
they
privileged.
Go on holidays
and we got to feel so. Yes, they go on these extravagant holidays, one a season, and we got to feel sorry for them. That one,
kinda.
Yes.
Let's go with kinda.
A very good cast.
Great cast. I love Tina Fey. Tina Fey can do no wrong in my mind.
Privileged, whiny, privileged people. That was my outtake.
Okay, fine. But here's the thing. Did you know that it's based on a movie from 1981?
Yes, sorry. I did know that. I was not intrigued enough to watch that movie.
Yes.
Due to privilege.
Yes.
But I did know that.
I did not rewatch the 1981 movie, but I do remember watching it in my youth. And it's funny because there was an Alan Alda thing in the 80s, and he was one of the stars. And he does make a cameo appearance in the new series because she wanted, I know because I've watched a few things as well, so Tina Fey wanted to include him because the show only exists really because of him.
That's how I knew, because they were making a big deal about Alan Alda.
Yeah.
He's a huge thing to Americans. I don't know.
He's got a great podcast.
Okay, well, no, I wouldn't listen.
Well, he does. Okay. And he's also, I looked him up as we were discussing at the beginning.
Yes.
He's 89, but he's still got all the brain. That's why he has his podcast. He made the appearance. Now, I'm going to say something very controversial and very unusual for me. The remake is better.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I'm kind of like looking at some of the clips and the images. I go, yeah, Alan Alda, Carol Burnett, I never quite got her.
She's the other person I looked up. She's still alive. Guess how old she is?
94.
92. You're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I love Carol Burnett. I used to watch the Carol Burnett show.
Yes.
She's just funny. I know you either love her or you hate her.
That's the thing. I don't hate her. I just don't get it.
You don't get it. Anyway, there's a few things, obvious things, right? So obviously, because we're talking 1981 versus 2025, they've updated certain things. Now, LGBT people of color exist.
Okay, true that, yes.
So what they did was they took one of the couples from the 1981 movie, made them a gay couple, one of them's black. And obviously there's all the modernization, cell phones, blah, 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 etc. There is a very big twist to the remake in the series that does not happen in the original movie. Will not give it away. But I binged that show in 1.5 days.
Okay.
It's very good. It's very good. The original was very good in its time. I remember enjoying it when I watched it originally in the 80s. It's good. It's an interesting concept. I suppose in some ways it's more for girls because it's about relationships. It delves into themes of, like how to make relationships work, marriage, jealousy, all that kind of stuff. So the basic storyline is that there's these 3 couples. They go on holiday together every season to different places. And then one of the couples breaks up. One of the men is like, I've met someone and I'm leaving my wife. Well, I don't know. I can't remember how it worked in the original, but in the new one, he actually left his wife and then met someone. He just wasn't happy in his marriage and he was like, I'm done. And then he meets someone and she's much younger. And then, of course, she has to try and fit in with this older friend group, which is very difficult. And especially if you put it in today's context versus 1980s context, it's even harder. So I enjoyed just the dynamics of it. Like you said, phenomenal cast. Honestly, really, really, really good cast. And just thoroughly enjoyable. But watch the remake, but know where it came from, 1981.
Okay, so know your origins, and it got improved upon.
It did.
It's good. I just found the people like very... So, boohoo puss, that's not a real problem. Shut the fuck.
But it is also kind of fun to watch people living a fancy life.
You know what?
It's fun.
It's like the kind of that White Lotus thing where we like enjoy watching rich people behaving badly.
Yeah.
People of privilege just like having
and
very
being
low,
miserable.
Yeah, and actually being miserable.
Yeah.
That is true. Not everything can be shameless. So good recommendation, Dori. Netflix plug. Do you know the sequel for This Is Spinal Tap is out? I don't know if it's out yet. I can't imagine it'll get a big release. Probably a Rosebank.
Okay.
Cinema
I need
Nova
to rewatch the original.
sort of thing. Hard to find, not impossible. Hard to find. The original cast of that also have never seen any money from that. So anyway, This Is Spinal Tap, the kind of like rock documentary. There's quite... So having seen the reviews of This Is Spinal Tap, the new one, again, I think people just aren't getting the joke. Like people just like, they just don't get the joke. And I think it must be harder to land now because when This Is Spinal Tap came out, that kind of genre of rock concert
mockumentary
didn't exist. They created it.
Yeah.
And now so many things, even the real things, like even real behind the scenes concert shows look like that.
I know.
Never mind.
You don't know that it's satire or mockumentary or whatever. Yeah.
And I think just once again, it is completely going over people's heads. They're just not getting it, right?
Also, British humor.
Very much so. For an American audience, it just does not translate. Yeah. So I was listening to a podcast about the making of the original movie and talking about a lot of this, saying like it was all American Americans who had a British sensitivity to the comedy, all went over people's heads, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they're talking about the making of the movie. And the original premise they wanted to do was make it from the point of view of one of the roadies who kind of like sits outside the band watching this thing and goes, fuck, these people are crazy. And they said, we actually can't do that because it's already been done in a movie called Roadie that just so happened to star Meat Loaf.
Okay.
So this week I'll talk to you about a movie called Roadie starring Meat Loaf. Okay.
Okay.
So it's...
Is Meat Loaf the roadie?
Meat Loaf is the roadie. He plays a character called Travis Redfish, who is just like a good old Texas boy, right? Everyone calls him a good old boy, and he's a beer truck driver. But he's also a bit of an inventor, got all these crazy inventions around his house, lives in this little town in Texas.
What year was this?
1980.
Okay.
Made in 1980, right?
Okay.
And he's, and Meat Loaf's quite big at this point. And one day, a truck carrying all this equipment for traveling, for going to a concert, this festival, breaks down in his town. The trucks, the buses and everything. And so he helps, fixes, and they're like, I can't believe you fixed that. You're so fantastic. Do you want to join us as our roadie?
Yes.
Because a roadie in a concert is just the guy who fixes shit.
Yeah.
He just like connects.
Carries stuff.
But he fixes stuff, makes plans.
Fetches drinks.
And a guy who can make inventions, fetches drinks, has the drinks.
Yes.
Right? And a guy who can fix everything is going to be quite useful.
Yes.
The promoter and manager who plays a promoter and manager, Don Cornelius, he used to be on the Soul Train. He used to be the host of the Soul Train. Huge name. Huge name in the 70s and 80s in America and music. And off he goes. So along, obviously, there's the tour bus. We meet the resident groupie named Lola.
Oh.
Now, she's 16. And she's saving her virginity for Alice Cooper, of who Travis says, I've never heard of her. Okay, so you just have to get over the ick of the 16-year-old groupie.
But she is a virgin. So is it ick? Is it?
She wants to have sex with Alice Cooper.
So?
Okay.
Alice Cooper was younger in the 80s.
He wasn't under 16. Okay. It was a different time. You just have to get over that ick or else I cannot carry on telling you this movie.
I'm over it.
Everyone's over the ick. Okay. So off they go, and this movie devolves into the most ridiculous fucking set of set pieces and cameos, that I did not expect to come across, right? So a lot of it involves all these different inventions he makes along the way. Imagine MacGyver with a beer gut. Okay.
Amazing.
That's Travis. Okay. He can just make fucking anything, invent anything out of anything. So as we're going along, we start meeting all these different stars. Some of the people who make cameos in this movie are, of course, I mentioned Alice Cooper. He pops up playing himself, but he's the nicest guy when he's not on stage. Now we know Alice Cooper, he's like a normal dude.
Yes.
Back then in the 80s, Alice Cooper
he had like a persona.
Yeah, he was Satan and like, he just had this. But he shows that in this movie. He goes like, he's like so soft and he's gentle and he's like a lovely little guy and he's nice to grannies. But like he was Alice Cooper.
And then he gets on stage.
He goes, that's just my job. Why is everyone so upset with me? Roy Orbison plays himself.
Cool.
And of course, yes, the entirety of Blondie, right? They play themselves.
Okay.
No, they don't play themselves. They play a band, but it's very obviously them.
Yeah.
And the whole thing culminates and it's supposed to be a show with this fictional Blondie band. And the town, there's a group of environmental, very modern, say the show cannot go on. It uses up too much electricity. So Travis, MacGyver, with a beer belly, builds a cow dung-powered solar generator to power the entire concert. Sounds like one of the most
awesome movies
powered
ever,
on
actually.
Shit. The song that they perform, Debbie Harry doing Ring of Fire. By Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Their version of it's not great.
Okay.
I really wanted it to be better, but it's not that good.
All right.
But anyway, it's interesting.
Yes.
It's an interesting thing. And so you just have all these set pieces, bar fights, people getting out of bar fights.
It sounds like a really fun romp.
It's you know what? It is a romp.
And with shenanigans.
I haven't even gotten to the end of it, right? So eventually, Meat Loaf's character goes, no, you know what? I've had enough of this life. Goes back to his town, realizes that the friends he made on the way the town's left him behind, kind of like, no, everyone's moved on life without this. My life is not in this town because everyone's got into, I need to go back to the band. And in it, he had started actually falling in love with Lola. She's 16.
How old is he?
He was his character must have been early 20s.
Okay.
I think Meat Loaf was older here, but his character was early 20s.
Yeah, okay.
And he's now fallen in love with Lola, and now he goes back to the touring, the tour, and now she's now come around, and now she's in love with him, and they go off into the tour bus, and they're about to consummate their relationship. Mm-hmm. But what Lola had told Travis is that she's no longer a groupie.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to have sex with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
She's now a psychic. Okay. Cool. She's going to do sex. Suddenly, bright lights flash through the bus. Aliens. She has summoned aliens to Earth. Their ship is broken, and the only person that can fix it is Travis. I'm not lying.
Did they just get like another writer to come in and finish the movie?
You going, what the action? Everything else is based in kind of this could happen-ish.
Yes. And then it just loses its mind.
Suddenly, people having sex calls aliens to Earth.
Okay.
Right? Now, despite one of the movie posters for this, there's a lot of the 70s style cartoonish hand-drawn.
Yeah.
But there's one where it's a very zoomed-in shot of a woman's chest, very low cut, says Roadies on it.
Yeah.
This is a movie about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. No sex, not even any boobs. Despite that movie poster, despite people involved with porkies being involved in this movie,
yeah,
no sex, no drugs, no drug usage, mentions here and there, a little bit of drinking, shitloads of rock and roll. Lots of great music,
a wholesome
performances.
family movie is what you're saying.
It got a PG rating. Got even with the 16-year-old thing,
Yeah.
and even with horny aliens.
Yeah. Yeah.
They must have heard it. They wanted to come watch. So it's a movie that, again, been saved by the video store, become a cult thing.
Yeah.
Changed the course of Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
If they'd done it from a Roadie's perspective, would we have been in? Who knows? And gave me 10 minutes of content.
Well done.
Roadie, Meat Loaf on YouTube.
Excellent, because I'm so watching this movie.
Do you know what's the fun thing to watch?
What?
The separate clip, because you can watch it like that.
Yeah.
Because all it has, everything is just moving from one place to another place to have a scene.
Yeah.
That really ties into nothing.
I think I'm going to stop before the end, though, because I think the alien thing sounds like it ruins it.
If you see it in isolation.
Yeah.
No, it's so silly. It's just so in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just prepare myself.
When she tells you she's a psychic, it's a complete mood change.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I'll fucking go with it. Like, honestly, I realize I'm not watching Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I know what I'm watching. So that is great recommendations from us.
I have to say, I agree.
Yes, indeed. Dori, can I give you some quick? You're talking again, Netflix. We're obviously in their back pocket. Charlie Sheen documentary. Haven't watched it yet.
Haven't either.
But you know what? I got the highlights. Do you want to hear about the most unforgettable, shocking moments from the documentary?
Tell me.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, you want to watch it, but the clips are all over social media. You can do it now.
Is there a spoiler alert? I mean, it's a documentary.
No, it's basic. Exactly. He reveals that he flew a plane drunk while on his honeymoon. They were on a commercial airline and he got invited into the cockpit. He was drunk and he flew for a few seconds.
He probably didn't. They probably were like, yes, you're flying the plane. Meanwhile.
Yeah, that's the true thing. I was like, nobody's going to give.
Like you do with kids.
Charlie Sheen was fucking Charlie Sheen. You would let him fly the plane. This is pre 9/11.
Yeah.
The fact that you could go in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Anything went.
When I was 5 years old, my aunt would let me sit on her lap while she drove around a parking lot and I would touch the steering wheel and I thought I was driving.
Was Charlie Sheen sitting in the pilot's lap? Is that what you were trying? Could have happened because he revealed he's sexually ambiguous. He said he was a sex addict at one point and he said, he just was fluid.
Yes.
He reveals that. I think we kind of knew it.
Yeah.
He had a nudist childhood. Martin Sheen and his mother Martin Sheen's wife, Charlie Sheen's mother. He says there was just lots of nudity in the Sheen household.
That means Emilio was also nude.
A little Emilio with his little Estevez. Explains a lot, but he was on the set of Apocalypse Now at 11 years old. And he saw that shit.
I mean, that shit broke Martin's brain.
That's what I'm saying. And Martin was like super fucking, so he says that he remembers sensing Martin struggles with alcoholism and a moment of playing catch with his dad while his dad was going through rehab. Like everyone went through rehab during that movie.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of sensed for the first time, okay, I think this is I think this is something. He reveals that. He was almost cast as the Karate Kid. I think we've spoken about that before. He auditioned for the Karate Kid and was offered the role, but he actually declined it.
I don't think that would have worked. You know, the Karate Kid needed to be a little bit nerdy, a little bit awkward.
I'm not believing
Charlie Sheen. Not so much.
No one is bullying Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Nobody's bullying Charlie Sheen. Him and Martin Sheen beat Michael Jordan in a celebrity basketball match.
Wow.
Michael Jordan had to take all his shots with his eyes closed up. We've heard this before as well, but he pulled an all-nighter before his scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He claims he wasn't on drugs, but in that final scene where they're in jail and Charlie Sheen makes a cameo, he hadn't slept, and they just fucking loved it. They said, no, that's perfect. I think it was a one-take wonder type of thing.
Okay.
And we're like, we cannot get better than that.
It's such a small scene.
But you remember it.
I do remember it.
Everyone remembers it.
Yeah.
And he was super good-looking, Charlie Sheen, those days.
So.
He tells the story, another story of flying with Nicolas Cage. They took over the plane's public address system, pretending to be a mentally unstable captain. Sheen had more than an ounce of cocaine taped to his leg. And authorities made remarks upon landing. The
remarks being, we'll let this one slide.
His first intervention was prompted by Clint Eastwood. Yeah. It's phoned him. I'm fucking Clint Eastwood. I'm Dirty Harry. Get your ass to rehab.
Make your day.
He lost his virginity in Vegas at 15 and he charged it to Martin Sheen's account. I like the account.
Okie
I like the account, and he decided that there are loads of other stuff, but he said, look, the turning point in sobriety, he couldn't take his daughter to a hair appointment, and he said kind of like that thing pushed him to go, I've got to sort myself out. Because ultimately he says, I'm a good person who has done some bad things.
I believe him.
Me too. Quick round of 280s Truths and a Lie.
For sure.
Michael Jackson has a patent for shoes that allow him to lean forward in his trademark style. Number one. The Prince, when he was going through the symbol name change thing, he wanted one of the options to just be a blank space. So just nothing written and when you had to say it, nothing. And Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart was originally written for a vampire-themed musical. 2 are true, 1 is a lie. Michael Jackson patent on his forward-leaning shoes. Prince wanted to be called. And Total Eclipse of the Heart was written for a vampire
They
musical.
could all be true. They could all be lies. This one's very tricky. I'm going to take a wild guess and say the Prince one's a lie.
Well spotted, Dori. Indeed, Michael Jackson does indeed have a patent. It is patent number 5255452.
And no one's made them?
On his forward, you can't. It's his patent. And Bonnie Tyler, yes, indeed. There was a stage show for Nosferatu. Never went into production, but they did write the startings of that song, as revealed by Bonnie Tyler herself. This has been That 80s Show. Everything we spoke about on the show today can be found on That 80s Show SA on Facebook. It's such a fun
Paulo's
place.
movie can be found on YouTube. And my show can be found on Netflix. The remake.
Yes, and Cocoon can be found nowhere except for the link we're going to give you. Thanks for joining me, Dori. Goodbye.
Bye.